Welcome, everyone, to Tucson, Arizona. Arizona Stadium with this red and blue crowd ready to bear down with their Wildcats. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we'll see a team coming off a crucial bye week, the Kansas Jayhawks. Taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Arizona Wildcats. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth as always. And Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Arizona will boot it away to start this one. From inside the 10, here he comes. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Jayhawks offense will get the first swing of the game. And this guy feels like a throwback. Back in the day, the running backs were always the stars. This guy fits that mold.
And he can do a lot of different things, too. He's not a one-trick pony. This guy can tote the rock. He can catch the ball. He can block. We might even see him throw the ball in this game. This is a jack of all trades.
They're going to throw it to start the drive. Catch in the middle. It's Sexton. They make the stop after the catch and still some work to do to pick up that first down. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? But if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A game for this one. They've circled this one all offseason, so they better be ready to bring it today, dude.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
They'll throw it on first down. Looking to scramble. He'll try to do it himself. Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding the ball so he can break some of those big runs. But I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs.
It's a really good sign if you're on offense here. You're putting it on your offensive line on third down. Critical down and distance, opening drive of the game. Let those guys fire off, get a hat on a hat. You can run the ball, pick up the first. You're around midfield. And all things looking pretty good here early for this offense.
The Jayhawks are rolling down the field. Here's the handoff.
And it's really nice, whether it's RPO or not, is having a defensive line that stones the offensive line, takes away the gaps. It doesn't matter what your read is if you're winning up front on that defensive line.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Holds and fires complete to the right. Dragged down at the 46 after a pickup of 5 and the first down.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this offense was going to try and get this receiver involved and get him involved early. So here they are just finding an easy completion. It's not a touchdown, but they just want to get this guy lathered up and get him into a run.
Finally brought down at the 31. It's a pickup of 15 yards on the play, and they've got a first down.
This defense really is on their heels. They've been on the field now for a long time on this drive, and they're just getting pushed around at the point of attack up front like we saw in that last play.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. He turns it loose to the left. And the misfire goes out of the back of the end zone. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now on second down. Takes the handoff. It's Morrison. Pulled down after a pickup of 4 to the 27. They're about to snap it for the 10th time on this opening drive, but they need a conversion to keep the drive alive on third down. Fires to the wideout. Into double coverage, and he picked it off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
This quarterback was having success throwing on the opening drive of the game, in large part because it's a lot harder to throw on third down when the defense is expecting it, like you saw right there. They were ready, had a really good coverage call to get the INT.
Here comes the offense on first down. From the gun, running back on the move. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one. And they'll line up from the 31 on first down.
In Arizona.
Wide receiver coming across in motion. Quick pass on the jet motion. Runs through the tackle. And he's knocked down, but there's also laundry on the field. We'll see what the officials have called. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Line gets set, first down. He's got it again. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
And the quarterback knew that that counter run play was going to be successful. He did a nice job counting the box before the snap. He knew he had good numbers. He knew he had good angles and blocking. So that is a green-lit play from the get-go. Hand it off, go make it.
Arizona runs out the punt team. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Gets the first one of the day off, and hoping he's not as busy as he was in that loss last week when he kicked it 4 times. The Kansas offense returns to the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
And here comes the offense on second down. To the air, it's Marshall. Quickly complete. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
They're facing a third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking down the middle. And they'll miss the connection here on third down. And the Jayhawks will line up to punt it away. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Arizona has it back, the offense coming out to bear down. Going up top on first down. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete. Let's see if they go back to the air on second down. He's looking to throw. Caught over the middle. It's Riley.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Snap from the gun on third down. Got it in the middle. It's Riley. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. And the Wildcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Handoff from the gun. And it took the defense a bit to get a handle on him. A little slippery with all those juke moves. They can really be aggressive after that last play at 2nd and 3. He's looking to throw. Quick completion on the out. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down.
Well, the offense trying to attack the perimeter of the field in the passing game. And how about the sweet feet by the receiver on that play?
Who doesn't like a little dash of the arts with their football? A little ballet moment. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
And a great job seeing the motion coming across the formation, understanding the jet sweeps of possibility, pulling the trigger, going and getting the guy on the ground.
Plows through the defense. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Hold it.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Looking to pass. It's Fafita. Unloads to the wideout. It's caught downfield. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. This will be the 7th play of the drive, and they need to convert 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Time to take a shot. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. The Wildcats will have to send out the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
You know, I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered.
Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Leaves it with the back. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Well, the linebacker showing you read and react. He knew exactly where that running play was going, and he beat the football to the line of scrimmage and forced the TFL.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now 1 more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play, because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
They'll give it to the back. And he'll be tackled, but there is a flag on the field.
Hold it.
That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Offense set on 1st down. Looking to throw, it's Marshall. Pocket starts to collapse. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
It doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
The give out of the gun. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line. Line is set on 3rd down. Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the 1st quarter. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the 2nd. Now facing a 3rd down as they line up after the break. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. They get to him as he throws. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. Arizona runs out the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Give to the running back. Smashes through. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, he was trying to do it all by himself. At the end of the day, it's a tackle for loss.
I mean, the number of tackles he broke, at some point, somebody's got to get blocked to help the guy out a little bit.
Man, the defense was like a bunch of zombies on that last play. They just would not stop chasing that ball carrier.
And he gets it done on third down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44. Arizona comes out with another first down. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Holding, offense.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. After getting moved back, it's 1st and 20. Looking for a man. It's Fafita. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on second down. He's looking to throw. Got the quick pass. And more yards after contact. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35. Arizona in a hurry.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. Just got to get him to the ground quickly.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for us.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. A 3rd and long coming up here. The aerial assault continues. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. This field goal attempt is going to be an even 50-yarder. The field goal is no good. And after the miss, guys, the score stays right where it is. The Kansas offense returns to the field. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter out there. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Now rolling to the left. Fires on the move. A beautifully placed ball to the outside and the toe drag for the big pickup. Really good patience and recognition. And how about the tight end just finding the hole and settling and waiting until the quarterback saw it.
And the play completely changes. Once my QB gets outside the pocket, I got to see it, and I got to start working towards him, or if I'm near him working away, nice job being on the same page, getting the first down.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Grab behind the line. It's Sexton. Oh, the ball's on the ground. He picks it up, still on his feet. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. Looking to pick up a first down on 3rd and short from the 43. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down.
Really nice job on third down by this offense. This offense has struggled on third downs throughout the season. Not even in the top 50, but you know what? When you make it third and short, when you have the run-pass option and you're not predictable, you can be more successful. So let's see if this offense can continue to put themselves in good positions.
And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
They go to the ground. Little too soft in that run defense. He picks up 4 to the 32.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. When you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete, now you've set up third and long, and now you're set up to fail.
Defense way too anxious there, and they just hand them a first down with a penalty.
Encroachment. Defense.
The encroachment penalty on the D gives the offense a free 5 yards. They've really controlled the ball on this drive, and the penalty gives them another 1st and 10. The back goes in motion. Got it behind the line. It's Morrison. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
They'll try the run. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down.
And that's all you want, right? You want that first down, understand the situation, understand I got to get north and south, get a first down, get a new set of downs.
He's got it on the right, and he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all...
And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Rock Chalk. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Georgia is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the momentum may be turning. These dogs have picked themselves up off the canvas before, and they are capable of it again today. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Kentucky.
Looking for a deep man. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch.
We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They'll put the tight end in motion. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
Good job on defense, getting a hand on it, tipping it up in the air. They weren't able to pick it off, but they do force the incompletion.
They'll try again on second down after the incompletion. He'll do it himself. And they just can't square him up, and he gets down to the 36.
How easy was that? I mean, when you got a quarterback that can run design runs like this and get you 5+ yards just and make it look that easy, God, it makes it really hard for the defenses to stop.
Just what they'd hoped for on third down as they've got a first at the 32.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
The give to the back.
Holding. Offense.
Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Arizona moving the ball quickly down the field. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Got his man downfield. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating explosive play.
He's got it on the run. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch.
The defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get two bodies around him, maybe get some safety help as well, because right now they do not have the answer for this guy.
Trying to surge it in. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
So on offense, you've got to find a way to put 6 up on the board. You know that in this game, field goals may not get it done. So big-time players make big plays in big games. Who can you rely on right now to get you a touchdown?
Defense.
The offense needed something, just anything, to give them just a little breathing room, and the defense provided it with that penalty. They're going to give him another chance on 2nd and goal. Just a solid stop by this sophomore. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It's 3rd down now, and they ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. Looking for the score! And he's got it! Touchdown, Arizona!
And what a nice play call and nice execution. Play action, you're thinking run. Quarterback pulls it out, throws the football right behind those guys, and gets the touchdown.
Yeah, it was a nice job there by the quarterback, too, on the ball handle. He just froze the defense just long enough to help those wide receivers and targets get some separation in the end zone, and at that point, it was just an easy pitch and catch.
Lining up to add another.
Is on for the extra point.
And it's up and good.
The extra point is good.
After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He gets a block. He just about popped that one for a long one, but as it is, he gives his team a lot of momentum with a solid return. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. From the gun, the ground game. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. They'll run it out of the shotgun. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for once.
Come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and short. Back to throw, it's Marshall. Finds us back in the middle. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. The Jayhawks will snap it on 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Got his man in the middle.
Slant routes, they're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, you'll take that throw all day.
Quarterback wants to throw on 2nd down. Going to try to get it himself. At the 35, he's open. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
And you're seeing here the difficulties defenses have trying to contain this guy. If you leave a lane open or you don't sack him right away, you allow him to get outside the pocket, he is going to take off, and he is very difficult to tackle in the open field. He's got running back-like ability out in space.
Now inside the 20, 1st and 10 from the 18. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Quickly complete. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
And just got enough of the football there by the defender, breaking on the football, getting his hand on it. He couldn't bat it down, but he got a fingertip on it, tipped that thing away from the receiver, made the big play, saving the touchdown.
Leaves it with the running back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. And as the first half draws near to a close, here comes the field goal unit. He'll line it up from the right side, a 37-yarder coming up. Good right down the boulevard. And the field goal to end the half takes us to halftime.
Kansas 10, Arizona 7.
That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
All right, guys, thanks. Looks like we've had ourselves a very enjoyable first half so far. And it's been said football is a game of inches. And guess what? Based on the comparison between third down conversion rate today and the average yard per play, how can you argue that? I mean, the low-lying fruit is to look at some of the explosive plays we've seen in panic. But really, this game is going to come down to which team is more efficient when they have the ball and how they play when it matters most. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas at Arizona Stadium.
And the Jayhawks will kick it off to start the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Arizona has it back, the offense coming out to bear down. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football ball right of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in the second half so that they can win this game.
Defense just a little too eager, and that's 5 yards for the O. 2nd and 1, and they're going to make them line up to defend the pass. 4 wideouts, 2 on either side. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Riley. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. They want to throw it. Grabbed on the outside. It's Thomas. Man, you have to do everything in your power not to let your momentum carry you out of bounds short of the first down marker.
And I would argue, too, maybe you run your route a little bit deeper. You got to understand where the first down marker is and where I got to get to. But, yeah, I'm not running out of bounds. I'm lowering my shoulder and trying to get as much yardage as I can to make this 4th down manageable.
The Kansas offense returns to the field. The sledding has been tough. Scores have been at a premium, Jesse, and every possession seems like it could switch the momentum of the game.
Yeah, Reese, for this offense, just feels like they just haven't been as physical. For this offensive coordinator, David, he's having to go deep into the playbook just to try to generate a first down.
Well, and the good thing is there's not a ton of game pressure because the other side's not scoring either. But if you can find that one thing, then get that one positive play, and then maybe you get those juices going and something can start to build.
Line getting set on second down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Tackle is made, but not until he gets the first down.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down marker.
They're looking for an advantage to the right. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Hold it, open.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Looking for a productive play on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Dances away to buy time. Just gets rid of the football, nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls in.
And the defense snows him under after a very short game. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. He's right on target. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. The Jayhawks will bring the punt team onto the field. And the punt hits at the 6, and they can't down it, and it'll be a touchback. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. And in a low-scoring game like this one, David, every possession is magnified.
And I think more than anything, it just gets frustrating. And you got to put that behind you. You got to see what this defense has been doing to be so successful. Caller, now use it against them.
Yeah, David, I think for a play caller, this is tough, right? It's like you have to have the perfect play on just to get a first down. In these types of games, I think you're just trying to get guys out in space, see if a dude can break a tackle. Maybe that generates an explosive play, and it breaks this trend.
Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical enough.
Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. The Wildcats will have to send out the punt team. He's getting a lot of work. Fourth time he's punted tonight. He's got great speed. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. Man, oh man, these offenses just haven't been able to find any room to get things going, David.
And to quote the great philosopher, Reese Davis, this is very ungood. Just nothing working for this offense, Palmer. They got to find something.
Well, the plays look good against the scout team during the week in practice, but they have just not been able to find a rhythm against this defense today.
Back to pass, it's Marshall. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working, ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight on both sides.
And he couldn't quite get to the marker, and that's going to bring up a fourth down.
Man, this defense is so athletic in their front seven. They're able to fight off the blocks on that third down screen play, make the tackle, now setting up fourth down.
And the Jayhawks send out the punt unit. Fourth time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. He'll call for the fair catch here. Arizona has it back, the offense coming out to bear down. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
On second down, he's looking downfield. Fires the pass, intercepted. Bringing it back, and he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Kansas. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, then thought, don't get caught, and he didn't. The pick six.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too, now. Look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play, but defense, great job making the interception, and you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back, brother.
PAT unit on the field. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Georgia is just getting the backside of those silver britches kicked today. This is the kind of game diehards of other SEC programs have been waiting for. They're trailing by 14 to Kentucky. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Quarterback on the keeper. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
Nice job there by the QB on the zone read, because he's watching the D lineman, and he knows he has to keep the football, and then he right away takes it upfield to get some positive yards.
They'll try to run for it. And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Hold it. Offense.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Here on 3rd down. Scanning the field, it's Fafita. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete.
Well, after struggling so much in the first half, you thought they would have made some adjustments here at halftime to see if they can open up this passing game. But early on in the second half, you're just not really able to get that done. Incompletion on 3rd down in your own end, you're expecting them to punt.
He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. 1st down here for the offense. Goes to the option. Now the toss. A tremendous run. He was full bore after taking that pitch. Just sweet execution. They'll snap it on 1st down from the 35. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Pulls it in. It's Morrison. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the 1st down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Here comes 3rd and short from the 27. This defense trying to make them settle for a field goal. Trying to pick it up on the ground. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21.
Offensively, are you going to take 4 to 6 every play? Yes, please. Sign me up for that. I'm going to take that every single time. Great job by the offense. Staying patient, staying true to who they are. You want to run the football. You want to be physical. You want to establish yourself. Check, check, check.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO, and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
That last incompletion leaves them with 2nd and 10 from the 21. Grabbed behind the line. It's Sexton. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top.
Big play in the passing game there, and I like the receiver gearing down in the zone. Did a nice job finding the soft spot on defense between the defenders, giving the quarterback an easy target to throw to complete that throw.
Trying to power it in. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Now on 2nd and goal. Slams it ahead. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Rock Chalk Jayhawk. No mid-season concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. Offense gets the job done again. You want to build that cushion as we get deeper into the second half.
Man, it makes it easy, doesn't it? You start getting up by a couple possessions, making the offense very predictable on the other side. Great job by the offense extending their lead.
Coming out with it, it's Clark. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. Trailing now by 17, David. This is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something on it.
They're going to ride this running back. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
Well, right away after picking up a first down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back. And I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on first down. You're starting like that. Now, what opens up? Play action. Now you're making me play pass and run. This offense, if they can create that run physicality, now it opens up everything else.
That's the end of the quarter. Kansas has the lead here. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. As we start the fourth quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. He wants to throw. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited. After misfiring, it's second down. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
And I tell you what, this defense, they've heard all about how great this quarterback is. They came in today with a mission, with a purpose. They've been flying around, harassing him, and making life so hard on this offense.
They've got it in field goal range, but they'll try to convert this 3rd and long from the 20. Motion from the offense. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. So they'll send out the field goal unit.
Now, 4th down.
It is good. So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Kansas offense returns to the field. Line gets set, first down. They'll leave it with him. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Dropping back, it's Marshall. Fires to the wideout. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Got it in the middle, it's Sexton. And Shore tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. The Jayhawks decide to punt it away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. Arizona has it back, the offense coming out to bear down. It's always great to get points on a drive, but it would behoove them to try to get a touchdown this time around, Palmer.
They may have to get out of their comfort zone here too, David, a little bit and just start being more aggressive and take some chances, but that's what's going to happen for them to win this game.
Yeah, and when you're losing, obviously everything gets heightened. Everything becomes more critical. This drive is crucial because you've got to cut into this deficit and put...
He's loose down the middle. Touchdown, Wildcats. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. Late in the game, and the confidence is building if only there's enough time to finish.
Time is ticking, but man, you gave yourself a chance now. Now the defense, go out, do your job. We got the momentum. If you give me the ball back, I'm going to win. Let's go, defense.
And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. Quick handoff. Jukes his way for more. Getting that push, and pick up a 4 out to the 26.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Dropping back, it's Marshall. He's going to run it. He gets the job done, picking up the 1st down, then getting down.
So frustrating as a defense because you got the offense in 3rd down. You're in a situation now where you can get off the field if somebody just makes a play, but you let the quarterback escape, and then beyond all that, you can't even get a good hit on him because he slides to protect himself.
From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. He's looking to throw. He looks that one in nicely. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the 1st down.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
And the Jayhawks are marching down the field. The give to the back. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Quarterback adapting. He'll pull it down. Any way you can in your freshman season at quarterback, and he gets it done on the ground.
And because of this guy's athleticism, you've got to find so many creative ways to let him carry the football. You'll see it on zone reads. You'll see it on draws, designed runs. How about the old-fashioned bootleg, though? Let him use his speed out on the perimeter to the right, and he sets off a huge game.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll go to the ground. Productive 4-yard gain there on the ground as he gets it down to the 31.
And, you know, when we talk about great 3rd down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on 1st and 2nd down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up 3rd and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that 2nd down by this defense.
Ball at the 31, 3rd and short, coming defense trying to rise up. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's 1st down at the 27.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
They make the tackle after he gets 2 down to the 25. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. To the air. It's Marshall. He's going to take off. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
A first down run in the red zone. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
You see all this movement in football now. All the stemming, the defensive line, they're sliding right before the snap, creating confusion for the offensive line. Then they're moving back and stunting. Really good job by the defense. Continue to move, continue to stunt, continue to get in the backfield and make this life hard on this running back.
Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. If they can get it into the end zone here, they can really turn up the heat in this one. 3rd and goal. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle.
Man, it has been a long drive offensively. I just feel like you got to pay this off and be aggressive. You're down close. Punch it in for a touchdown here, Paul.
Yeah, and inside the 3-yard line, I think I might try to finish this off with a touchdown. I ate up a ton of clock, wore these guys out. Now they'd have to go the length of the field if I missed.
So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he had just taken a knee in the end zone. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. To the air on first down. Heaves it on the run. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Running back searching for a hole. He is not afraid to use that stiff arm as a weapon as he bangs his way to the 28. Here they come, trying to convert a 3rd and short from the 28. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. The Wildcats come to the line in the hurry-up.
Well, they came into this game today knowing that this guy was going to have to leave his mark in this one, toting the rock, and he's done that. He's come up with some big plays, and he continues to do that here late at a juncture where they've got to continue running it if they're going to win.
Got some of the work done on first. Now let's see what they have on second down. Looking to throw, it's Fafita. What a snag by the defense. Didn't really get a chance to get started on that return, but he has set him up at the 41-yard line.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the 4th quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
The Kansas offense returns to the field. So last time, David, they ate up some clock, ran a bunch of plays, but settled for the field goal.
Yeah, but they're still up, Reese, and I like where I'm at. If I'm on offense right now, my job is to put another long drive together, keep more clock, and get another score.
Just got to do better in the red zone this time around. When they get down close to the goal line, you need better execution to put a touchdown on the board here.
They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. He's knocked down at the 34, but they're sort of hitting them in the mouth with a 6-yard pickup there. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. 3rd and short, coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. What a nifty run there to pick up the first down.
Fresh legs, man, and it is showing. Of course, this team had the bye last week, and you're seeing it right now late in the game, running the football, imposing their will against the defense that looks tired. Of course, they had to play last week, and you're seeing that right now.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. The Jayhawks getting set on 1st and 10. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. I'd expect we're going to get another dose of the running game at this point, even though it's 2nd and 11. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. 2nd down coming up. Gives it to the back on the draw. They keep feeding him in this running game, and the defense is having none of it, and it's been that way all day. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. It's a makeable field goal from the 29-yard line. Let's see how aggressive they are on 3rd and long. Keeps the legs moving. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Smashes it between the uprights. And now the lead is extended a little further. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. He'll bring it out. It's Johnson. And the returner is stopped. Arizona has it back, the offense coming out to bear down. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, Homer, I wish I'd have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down.
And that's in Arizona.
He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Finds his man. It's Murphy.
I think in this situation, 2 minutes, trailing late, I think you got to be throwing to the sticks every time. I don't know if these short completions are going to get it done. You're just not going to have enough time to get down the field. So from a play calling standpoint, I think you want to think about being a little bit more aggressive.
And he's brought down after a nice game. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off.
In Arizona.
He'll spike the ball to try to save every precious second he can.
Brings up 2nd down.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Dropping back, it's Fafita. They're bringing heat. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Oh, the offense very fortunate to fall on that football. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that 3rd down play. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. He's taking a deep shot. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down.
After that incompletion, 4th and long now on your own side of the field, you're trailing in the 4th quarter. What's your go-to play call here in the passing game? Where is the matchup that you trust in to come up with a big one to give yourself a chance to stay alive and win this game?
Here's a throw downfield late. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. Timeout is called. Clock stops. 13 seconds to go in the game. They might be thinking back-to-back big plays after that last one. 1st and 10 from the 32. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play. After the incompletion, here comes 2nd and 10 from the 32. He's looking to throw. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss. After this, it'll be a wrap. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. going for it all. And the pass will be incomplete, looking for a little window dressing at the end, but the ball game is over. So after stumbling around a bit earlier this season, they put together 3 consecutive wins and seem to have righted the ship.
Dang right. How do you handle adversity? Every coach talks about that. They've dealt with it now. They got the loss. They had a little bit of struggle early in the season. What do? You respond by putting a winning streak together, gaining some momentum as the season closes.
And sometimes the good thing about losing games early is that you know you're not perfect. You have to come out. You've got to bring your A game to the park each and every week. And that's what we've seen from this team now recently. They've got tremendous players. They've got an outstanding coaching staff. When they put it all together and they play with great effort, this team's tough to beat.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.